Thank you so much. Thank you for coming tonight. I'm Avery Willis Hoffman. I'm the outgoing program director here at the Park Avenue Armory. And I just want to thank you all with much gratitude. It's been an incredible day. How many people have been here throughout the day? Oh, amazing. Fantastic. Fantastic. Well, thank you for being with us. This is such an incredible moment at an incredible time. And you know, this has been brewing for over 5 years, this project in the drill hall, and also this convening. And I think it's a really amazing union of conversation, performance, exhibition. It's really become one of Carrie's trademarks to be so generous to others and to bring others into the space and into the opportunities that she's been given. And so we've really benefited from that all day today. Those of you who've been with us, it's been an extraordinary sharing. And we're now in the extraordinary music moment of the night. So I want to take this moment to thank you and to, of course, introduce Miss Carrie Mae Weems.
Avery. Well, you know, I would not be standing here but for Avery Hoffman. So we're very happy to be here at the Park Avenue Armory, and we thank Rebecca. I'm not sure if she's here with us this evening or not. The president of the Armory and the extraordinary team that we've worked with. And of course, all of the amazing artists that have joined us. Wonderful scholars, poets, dancers, musicians. I think, you know, I have been doing these kinds of projects for a long time, inviting others into spaces, thinking about the meaning of space and place, what they've been how they've been historically used, and how they might be used going forward in the future, trying to introduce institutions to the kinds of artists that I think are really making magic wherever they are, wherever they go. We've seen some extraordinary performances today. We have other extraordinary performances and lectures and talks tomorrow as well, and a concert that ends with the great Terry Lynn Carrington and Lisa Fisher, something that I'm really, really anxious to see. And again, you know, always again, sort of thinking about how do we really use space and craft space and invite artists who you know are really working very deeply that we don't necessarily hear from all that much. I mean, a lot of the extraordinary artists that were here today, we don't really hear from all that much. And I believe that we should. And so a part of my desire is to use this body as a site for all kinds of things, and to use this bridge that I call my back, and assisting to widen the path, and doing some of the heavy lifting that has to be done in order for change to be possible. And I am grateful to be in that position. Tonight we have with us, I believe, one of the more extraordinary pianists working today, Vijay Iyer, along with his extraordinary bands. I met Vijay, maybe 10 years ago. We worked together for the first time when I did a project, a similar kind of project, a similar kind of convening at the Park Avenue, at the Guggenheim in 2014. And in 2014, I was the first African-American woman to be given a solo exhibition at the Guggenheim Museum. In fact, I was the first African-American to be given a solo exhibition at the Guggenheim Museum in 2014. That's just right around the corner. And I thought again that I needed to figure out a way of introducing the museum, its staff, its curators, thinkers, its public programmers to a whole group of people that were doing extraordinary work. And so I organized this maybe 4 or 5 day convening that started at 10 o'clock in the morning and ended at about 10 or 11 o'clock at night. Every night it was smoking. It was really fabulous, it really was. And Vijay Iyer was one of the first musicians who played with us that morning in honor of our great friend Terry Atkins, who had just passed. I had known him, I'd known about Vijay, and I'd known about his work and the sort of brilliance in playing, and I wanted to hear it. And usually I invite people that I really want to hear because I'm just really curious. Working with Vijay tonight is another extraordinary poet, Monet, who I first heard in Paris, maybe 10, 12 years ago. And we've since gone on to work together as well. Over the last few years, she's appeared in and presented in my project Grace Notes over the last 8 years or something that we've been on the road. But like Vijay, when I first heard her, I saw this young woman walk out onto the stage. Deborah Willis, the great Deborah Willis, had organized another massive convening of artists that was taking place in Paris, and she was a part of that convening, and I heard her voice, and I knew that I was listening to history, that she would be one of the ones that would take us into the future. And so tonight, without any further ado, I bring you Vijay Iyer and his band along with Arooj Aftab. Enjoy the evening.
Thank you, Carrie, for all that you do and for bringing some of my favorite human beings into convergence this weekend, as you do. And I hesitate when this is called my band, because this is our first time playing together as this formation. But I am a huge admirer of each of these artists, each of whom is actually a legend. I'm not sure if you know that yet, but on vocals, one of my dear friends that we've been working together for the last several years, and she's now a superstar. Mm-hmm. This summer, Barack Obama put her on his playlist for like stuff you should be checking out.
Nominated for a Grammy.
Exactly, just the other day, she was nominated for 2 Grammys, including Best New Artist. Like, that's one of those categories that's on TV. She's a star, and I'm glad I got to ride her coattails. Arooj Aftab, yes. A young wunderkind on trumpet who I've known since he was, I remember hearing him when he was like 13 and he sounded like Freddie Hubbard. And I said, this doesn't make any sense. I don't understand what's happening. But and he's also, you may know, part of the royal family of Latin jazz. His father is Arturo O'Farrill, and his grandfather is Chico O'Farrill, and his name is Adam O'Farrill. Please welcome. And on bass, one of my dear friends and a guiding light, the greatest bass player of her generation, and someone I've been fortunate to keep very close among my musical family. We just were on tour in Europe together, and she tore it up every night, and I was like, gosh, I have to take a solo after that. It's pretty intense and incredible to witness the mastery of Linda Mahon O on the bass. And you heard all about the great Aja Monet, and she texted me last week. I said, I'm going to be in town, and I said, then you should be on this gig. That's what happened. So that's why she's here. And so we're just going to be channeling for you today. That's what we do. So what can I say? No tunes, just vibes. And I have full faith in this incredible team and in all of you to share this journey with us. Thank you.
The stretch of the journey to spill and be spilled. Self of myselves, losing shape in the shifting. The this and the that. The passage of the middle. Beneath what is beneath, I am that I am. An earth in the eventide, soft as a sweet dew dull with desire. Life is more than the distance between living and dying. You know, there are other frames of power. What is broken when it's breaking? Do you dream? When you go to sleep at night, do you dream? When you walk in the waking, do you dream? In the day of days, do you dream? Have you betrayed yourself lately? Which is myself too. Have you betrayed yourself lately? Which is myself too. Who is captured in your image? What escapes your seeing? Be at peace. Be at peace with your grief. Oh, the great grief. What great grief. What great grief calls you. Be still, and know your grief. As we lose our loved ones, so we lose ourselves. The mattering of masks, we meet at the edges of our will. breathing as to not pretend we are. We are creatures of feeling miracles. Take a deep breath. Go ahead, I know you got masks on, but take a deep breath. Hear the sound that swallows and savors. Take a deep breath. Know that you are alive. Take a breath. Touch the flesh of this feeling, of this being here. Bewildered by what breaks. A pawn shop of prayers in our palms. Remember, 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 remember the soft sip of voices. Say how silence sleeps. Say the heart. Say the heart. Say we are a city of souvenirs. Say you lived a little. Imagine you are no more than a memory. this dream, I am arising, risen from where we were, as we are. In this dream, I am here as you are witnessing with me. This may be, and what if as is possible. Could you be all that you aren't? What is not happening is always happening. If we want to be something, be who you aren't already. Leave the wound where it was as it is your why. The way in is through. Be together or be separate. You choose, be alone. And you are also everyone. I wish I could tell you your face is not my face. But haven't we deceived each other enough already? Enough already. Ready or not? I said ready or not. Ready or not, here I come. Here I come in your face as you are me. In this dream, I am your laughter. In this dream, I am your rage. In this dream, I am your sadness and your madness too. Oh, in this dream, I have the enemy's hands. I have the enemy's hands. I have the enemy's hands, and I know what makes them quiver. In this dream, my love, in this dream, my love, my love. You are my forever. Did you not know? Or did you forget? We're here to remember. We're here to remember. Remember the pebble of rain in my rhythm. Remember the soft snow of my snore. Remember. Do you remember? Do you remember the time? Or did you forget? Did you remember how we were too darling and now too present to know better? Do you know better? Too now and here. Be present. Oh, wear a mask, but remember, breathe. Do you remember your breath? How to sneak a window through a word. Remember the taste of our eyes looking up at the stars, chasing our kiss. Remember, do you remember? Do you remember the time? Do you remember the time we kissed? We kissed, our eyes kissing. We weren't wounds, remember? Remember, we weren't wounds always. Even as we were in this dream. In this dream we meet in the cracks, in the creeks, where the fracture lives and the rapture meet. Meet me ready or not, in the rapture. Welcome to remembering who you really are. In this dream, my love, do you remember? because they're bullets or brokenness, because hopeless is not our horizon. Because healing, I said healing is a duty and an obligation. Because God is a holy action. A woman who changes with weather, because in between we dance. Oh, in between we dance. Because times are hard. Because times are hard. And we are timeless. Because we cherish the groove and ground we walk on water and wishes well worn. Because we suffer without defeat, refusing to be destroyed. Because we miracle and magic, we charm and spell. Because we forgive but never forget. We know justice isn't determined by a judge. Come on, we know. Because karma, because karma. Oh, that girl karma never dies. For the wizards and ways of our defiance, visions of our rising raised selves, oh, the overcoming grace. Fire spitter tongues, wise as rickety rocking chairs, suffering salt and sand skies. Memories unshackled, shining stitches on a stretch-marked heart for the flowers that bloomed in midnight scars. And how we suffered and sought a north star when there was no light. When there was no light, we glowed and sparked. Oh, this rejoice, this righteous delight, this reunion, this longing to be held, this endless embrace. We got a cause. I said we got a cause to take joy in. How we weathered and persisted, tenacious, no stone unturned. How we weathered, moon shining, shared laughter. How we weathered, patient smiles, reminiscing on first times. How we weathered, mistakes and unrequited loves, playful and fresh. Kinfolk codes of cool, calm, and copacetic. Oh, how we witnessed the horror of mankind. And we did not become that which horrified us. Oh, a love so supreme. How we weathered. How we weathered. How we weathered. How did we weather? How we weathered.
Arooj Aftab, vocals. Adam O'Farrell on trumpet. Linda Mayhan on the bass. Aja Monet. Vijay Iyer, thank you very much. We'd love to play more for you, but we have to play more for somebody else. So thank you very much for being here, and please come back for the rest of the convening tomorrow. And Carrie Mae Weems, the legend. Thank you.